Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. We've got Luka Doncic. Durant is out there with Jokic. And it's LeBron James. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. And stolen by Lillard. Passes it to Giannis. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we could add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King.
We've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
Luka Doncic.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Halliburton, that's good.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Quick start here for the East All-Stars in this one. It's a 5-point game. Lillard outside. Embiid sets the pick for Lillard. And another three from the East.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Tatum, that's for two. The East All-Stars tack on two more.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Halliburton. Right over the D.
And hard to blame the defense there. I mean, I just love how focused Gilgeous-Alexander is no matter who's on him.
Halliburton passes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Lillard's got 8 points.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Tatum down low, covered by LeBron, and the basket by Tatum. 7 points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now Halliburton. After the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Lillard kicks to Tatum. 5 to shoot. Pass to Embiid. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. You're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the East. Mitchell comes in for Lillard. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Paul George, he's checked in for Durant. And Curry subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The West trails by 12. James with it. Halliburton picks him up. Pass to Curry. And he's good on the three ball.
James continues to impress with his passing. I think that's his greatest attribute. Outstanding assist there.
There's the pass to Embiid. 1:35 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Mitchell. The East All-Stars take on two more.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Tatum. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Jokic with the bucket.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hits it from three-point range. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first with the East All-Stars. The West trails by 14. Doncic fires from way outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Fires the three, and another three from the East.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
To the inside.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
Here's Tatum. 13 points in the game. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Tatum's got 16.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
It's Curry outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three at the buzzer, that'll do it.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. East All-Stars lead by 15. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
We're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. We've got Davis. Durant is out there with Paul George. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Curry in at the point guard. Wants to get it to KD, and does. Davis kicks to George. Shot clock at 5. Good on the triple. George has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the West All-Stars.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Oh, the Suki smooth three from KD.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with the three of his own.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
The West trails by 14. Lobbed up there for KD. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the West. The East leading by 14. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. They grab their own miss. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Giannis just doesn't stop working. Plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Attention fans, now on the court is your Hype Squad. Get loud.
Halliburton's checked in for the East. James checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Durant with it. Lillard picks him up. Durant kicks to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Curry's got 9 points. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Just 5 to shoot. Loads it up for Davis. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And how's that for communication between teammates? Terrific pass and even a better finish on the alley-oop.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Curry against Lillard. And a wide open look for Halliburton. A three-pointer is right on target. Halliburton's got his second basket of the game.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that three with regularity, you got to defend him closely at all times.
Davis, the pass to LeBron. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East. They led by as many as 18 points. Dishes it to Butler. Outside Tatum to the wing on the left. Lillard against Curry. Banked in off the glass. He's got 10.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting, though, too out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in. But I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind.
With some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pascal Siakam comes in for Tatum. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jimmy Butler. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic, he's checked in for Davis. Leonard comes in for Kevin Durant. Paul George is checked in for LeBron. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Curry. Embiid finds Lillard. Siakam outside. Loads it up there for Siakam. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, nice timing on the alley-oop. This is the chemistry Siakam has with his teammates.
To the middle and finished off by Leonard.
And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
The East leading by 14. Lillard outside. No good from outside.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Jokic kicks to George. Here's Doncic. Back to Jokic. Again, the West All-Star.
Jokic showing his mid-range talent this time. Dynamic with the ball all over the floor.
Lillard way outside. The rebound by Paul George.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard, and that one is good. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside Leonard. Lob pass to George. Embiid with the steal. Lillard looking around. Here's Siakam. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Steps back. And here's Doncic from the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Doncic has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, if Luka wants the 3-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Mitchell outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And he lobs it up toward the rim. The dive for the ball. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. Jokic grabs the miss. Inside. And the lead is down inside single digits.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
And so it's the East All-Stars. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Put your hands together, fans, for your arena entertainment.
One half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Jayson Tatum. Oh, James flushes in the alley-oop.
And production, one of the things James does best. He's so skilled at finding shots for himself.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East. They led by as many as 18 points. Knocked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. Kevin Durant's checked in for Leonard. Here's Doncic. In the corner, it's James. Jokic with a screen on Tatum. Here's James. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It goes on Jayson Tatum.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The West All-Stars shooting their first free throw tonight. Free throw good, James.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
And the basket by Tatum.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Tatum against James. That's tipped. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
The East leading by 6. Floats it up for Giannis. The setup and the slam by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Doncic. Gets himself open and drills it. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Timeout called here by the West. They're going to talk it over.
Get louder, fans. On the court is your Hype Squad.
With some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Tatum. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Lillard. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Halliburton. And the West All-Stars have possession. They trail by 9 points. And the dunk by Doncic.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
Floats it up for Giannis. And he lays in the alley-oop.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
The West trails by 9. To the paint. The slam by Jokic.
Durant commands so much attention. Part of the reason why he had a wide-open teammate there.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Embiid sets the pick for Brunson. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. LeBron outside. Passes it to Jokic. Shoots over Embiid. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The East leading by 9. Antetokounmpo kicks to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 9 points.
Handling the ball like a guard, Giannis has become very proficient at doing damage with the pass.
James misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Giannis with the nozzle!
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to KD. Sinks the three-pointer. 10 points in the game so far.
Well, Durant looks close to automatic. I mean, he does not second guess or hesitate at all his shot selection.
Timeout called, East All-Star. Damian Lillard's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Curry's checked in. The East leading by 11. James with it. Lillard picks him up. There's the feed to KD. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
Durant with tremendous touch. He's just a natural scorer.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 15. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Curry dishes to Durant. Here's LeBron. And LeBron throws it down hard.
I'll tell you what, a lot of shimmying and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. They led by as many as 18 points. Floats it up for Giannis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You know, great feed there by Jalen Brunson. A terrific facilitator.
Jalen Brunson.
The West trails by 12. LeBron outside. Pass to Curry. For the 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now Doncic after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard.
Delicious dime from Curry there. One of the reasons his teammates love playing with him.
The East leading by 9. And here's Brunson outside. Kick out to Giannis. Lets it go with a 3. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Yeah, how about the big fella stepping outside and showing us some rain?
Well, he'd get some grief for that shot in the regular game, but in this setting, you're allowed that kind of latitude and freedom.
Now, here's Doncic. 10 points for him. Outside Curry. From outside, off the mark. Butler from outside. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's the East All-Stars. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back to the action in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All Star game, is there?
On the court for the West All Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Luka Doncic. Anthony Davis is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's George, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Back to Leonard. Loads it up for Davis. Here's Giannis. Finished off the break. Giannis has got 13 points in the second half. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the East All-Stars.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, well, they just jump at it. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Poetry in motion when Kawhi lets go from the mid-range.
Halliburton on the wing. There's the triple. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Leonard. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
I don't know what to do about that. Davis just powering it down.
And the East All-Stars call time here. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Pascal Siakam comes in for Joel Embiid, and Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Antetokounmpo. And West also making a switch. James is checked in. The East leading by 16. Here's Lillard. And he drives in. Halliburton on the wing. Connects from three-point range. Halliburton's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the East All-Stars. Here's Doncic. Again, the West All-Stars.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. The three from Tatum. Knocks down the three ball. Tatum's got 24 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air. You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Lillard fires away from way outside. Again, the miss by Lillard. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Doncic. Offline with his three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, such a fierce competitor. Lillard can score from anywhere on the court, and there's no one you'd rather give the ball to with the game on the line.
And the East All-Stars call time here. And some changes here for the East. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Siakam. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Mitchell. The West also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Durant comes in for George. And it's Booker in for Doncic. throw good. Damian Lillard. Luka Doncic. He's checked in for the West. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Lots of room. Almost, but it rolls out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Three-pointer, Lillard buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the East. Down low. Here's Embiid, and that one, good.
Hey, with this strength, Embiid very physical. It's going to take a lot more contact than that to rattle him.
Pass to Jokic. Will it go? Booker, no good. The East leading by 23. Over in the corner, Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Lillard's got 17 now, just in the second half. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. Booker with no one around, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Now, Booker, after the missed three from Damian Lillard, and he comes up with the deuce.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Halliburton outside. Embiid with a screen on Booker. Halliburton for three. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Now, here's Jokic. Shoots over Embiid, and it's Jokic missing.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. The 15-footer, good.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
East All-Stars.
They're up by 22. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jayson Tatum.
A no-brainer choice here. I mean, given how incredible he's played, just decimated the defense and did whatever he wanted to. No doubt in anybody's mind that this award was going to him.
And the tradition and honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue we had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it. Young from deep three-point range, and the three ball is good.
And most of the time, you expect Young's three ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.